So you're thinking about moving to Lenexa, Kansas? Well, then you're going to want to stick around because in this video, we're going to show you all around Lenexa, Kansas and why it is such a great place to live. We're going to show you some venues and attractions that are unique to Lenexa, as well as take you to 3 homes. Each home is going to be in a different price point at a different neighborhood. Now, speaking of home prices, the home prices in Lenexa range anywhere from $200,000 on up to over $1 million. Now, we're going to look at homes in the $300,000, $400,000, and $500,000 price range. So if that is the range that you're looking at, you'll get an idea of what kind of house you can buy. Before we get going, I do want to give you a brief overview and a little history of Lenexa. So let's start there, and then we'll take off to our first neighborhood. Now, Lenexa's location was influenced by the Santa Fe Trail, a major trade route which passed through the area connecting Missouri and New Mexico. One of Lenexa's most famous residents, James Butler Hickok, also known as Wild Bill Hickok, lived in the area briefly during the 1850s before becoming a legendary figure of the American Wild West. Lenexa was officially founded in 1869 and was named after Lenexa, the widow of Shawnee Chief Blackhoof. The arrival of the Kansas Pacific Railroad in the late 19th century spurred growth, making Lenexa a key stop for both trade and transport. Lenexa, Kansas was incorporated on May 8, 1907, with a population of approximately 362 residents. By 1930, the population had only grown to 452, and it wasn't until the late 20th century that Lenexa experienced significant suburban growth as Lenexa started attracting businesses and industries, becoming a hub for technology companies as well as research facilities. Per the city of Lenexa, as of 2024, the population is approximately 58,865 residents. Per niche.com, the median home value is $348,600, and the median household income is $101,074. Niche.com gave Lenexa an A+ rating for good for families, an A rating for schools, an A- rating for housing and outdoor activities, and a B- rating for cost of living. Overall, though, Niche.com gave Lenexa an overall rating of A+ and considers Lenexa to be the 6th best suburb to live in the state of Kansas. So now that you know a little bit about the history of Lenexa, before we actually get going, there is one other thing I want to talk about and that has to do with the schools, because schools are very important, particularly for families who have children or hope to start a family here in Lenexa, Kansas. So let's talk a little bit about the schools. The schools in Lenexa are highly regarded and not only play a significant role in attracting families to the area, but they played a significant role in the growth of Lenexa. Lenexa is served by 3 school districts: the Shawnee Mission School District, the Olathe School District, and the Soto School District. All 3 districts received an A rating from Niche.com, and all are known for their strong academic programs, extracurricular activities, and a high rate of college-bound students. The Shawnee Mission School District serves a number of cities in Johnson County and has a total school population of 27,000 students with a student-teacher ratio of 14:1. The district has 45 schools, 35 elementary, 5 middle schools, and 5 high schools. The Shawnee Mission schools, though, that are serving Lenexa include 6 elementary schools: Krista McAuliffe, Lenexa Hills, Mill Creek, Rising Star, Rose Hill, and Sunflower Elementary Schools. There are 2 middle schools, Trail Ridge Middle School and West Ridge Middle Schools, and 2 high schools, Shawnee Mission Northwest High School, Shawnee Mission West High School. Now, the Olathe School District serves a number of cities in Johnson County as well and has a student population of 29,033 students with a student-teacher ratio of 14:1 as well. Now, this district contains 51 schools, 36 are elementary, 10 are middle, and 5 high schools. The Olathe schools serving Lenexa include 2 elementary schools, Canyon Creek Elementary and Manchester Park Elementary, 1 middle school, and that's Prairie Trail Middle School, and 1 high school, Olathe Northwest. Our 3rd district serving Lenexa is in the DeSoto School District, and this is a much smaller school district than the other 2. It serves a student population of just 7,227 students across 13 schools, 7 elementary, 3 middle, 2 high school, and 1 early child center. The student-teacher ratio is 15:1, and this school district boasts an impressive graduation rate in excess of 97%. The Soto schools serving Lenexa include 2 elementary schools, Horizon Elementary and Mize Elementary, 1 middle school, which is the Mill Creek Middle School, and 2 high schools, the Soto High School and the Mill Valley High School. Now, if you're looking for alternatives to public school, Lenexa offers a variety of private schools, 2 of which are St. James Academy, which is a Catholic school established in 2005, and the Christ Preparatory Academy, which is a private Christian school serving grades K through 12. So in short, Lenexa offers a nice mix of highly rated public and private schools offering strong academic programs, diverse extracurricular activities, and high graduation rates. So now you should have a little bit of a feel for the history of Lenexa, Kansas, as well as the quality of schools in Lenexa, Kansas. So with that being said, I know you're anxious to go see that first neighborhood, so let's get ready to do that. And before we do though, if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything there is about Lenexa, Kansas, then subscribe below. Simply click on the bell and you'll be the first to receive notifications about the changes that are taking place in the Lenexa real estate market as well as the Kansas City real estate market. My name is Chris Pucci with the Living in Kansas City real estate team, and we get calls from people just like you every day. So whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, or 9 months, please feel free to reach out. You can call, send a text, shoot us an email, or better yet, schedule a Zoom call. All the information is below. And we would love nothing more than to help you make a smooth move to Lenexa, Kansas. So we're at our first neighborhood, and the homes in this neighborhood are primarily split-level homes, though there are some raised ranches. Homes in this neighborhood were built in the late 1960s to the 1970s. Homes in this neighborhood also range in value from about the low 300s to the low 400s. Now, what makes this neighborhood so appealing to most people is its proximity to school. The elementary school is about 1/3 of a mile away, so clearly it's within walking distance. You're also with less than 5 minutes away by car to the Olathe Park Regional Medical Center, Interstate I-435, Interstate I-35, and US 69. And you're close to Johnson County's highest concentration of office space, which is one of the major employment centers, and you're probably 25 to 30 minutes away from downtown Kansas City. The house behind me is listed for $375,000. It has 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 1,861 square feet, which equates to $202 a foot. And as I said, these homes were built in the late 60s to early 70s. This house was built in 1972. Again, what makes this neighborhood so desirable is the fact that it is close to just about everything you can imagine, including shopping. In fact, particular neighborhood is really within walking distance of Olathe Park's Regional Mall, which is located at 95th and Quivira, which is Johnson County's highest concentration of retail space. So with that being said, hey, let's go take a look at the Olathe Park Regional Mall. We're in the parking lot to Olathe Park Mall, which is located at 95th and Quivira, which has the highest concentration of retail space at any one intersection in Johnson County, Kansas. Now, we're actually only about 2 blocks away from the house we just highlighted. We could actually walk over. I took you a long way just so you get a feel of the neighborhood that that house was in. So let's talk about, though, this particular intersection and the amount of retail space that is situated here. The intersection of 95th Street and Quivira Road is a major retail intersection in Johnson County containing several shopping centers that offer a diverse range of shops. All 4 corners are fully developed with large shopping centers that combined total over 2.1 million square feet of retail space. The Quivira 95 shops and the Oak Park Commons Shopping Center are located on the north side of 95th Street on both sides of Quivira Road, and they are owned by the same entity. These 2 centers combine for a total of 348,983 square feet. Quivira 95 shops, they're on the northeast corner and they're anchored by Hobby Lobby, Best Buy, Petco, and Staples. The Oak Park Common Shopping Center is located on the northwest corner of 95th and Quivira, and it is anchored by Sam's Club and DSW. Now, if we move to the southwest corner, you're going to find the Orchard Corner Shopping Center. This property contains approximately 200,000 square feet, and its major tenants include Nordstrom's Rack, TJ Maxx, and Home Goods. Oak Park Mall is located on the southwest corner, and it is the largest shopping center in both the Kansas City metropolitan area and the state of Kansas. Established in 1974, the mall has undergone several expansions and renovations. The most recent occurred in 2011. This center encompasses over 1.6 million square feet of retail space, featuring more than 180 stores across 2 levels. Major tenants include JCPenney's, Dillard's, which actually operates 2 separate locations within the mall, Macy's, and Nordstrom's. Not part of the mall, but adjacent to it to the south are 2 freestanding retailers, Target and Academy Sports. And of course, in addition to all the retailers, you're going to find plenty of fast food and casual dining restaurants. So now you know where to go to buy your holiday Christmas presents, your birthday presents, anniversary presents, or if you're going to go on a shop to your drop excursion someday, this is a good place to start. But let's go take a look at our next neighborhood because I know you're anxious to go see that. So we're in our second neighborhood. The homes in this particular neighborhood range anywhere from the low 400s to up to the low 500s. And most of the homes in this neighborhood were built in the early 1970s. Now, what makes this neighborhood so attractive has similar characteristics as the first neighborhood. It's extremely convenient to almost everything. So, for instance, the Mill Creek Elementary School is only 4/10 of a mile away, so it's clearly within walking distance. You have easy access to shopping. There are 3 shopping centers within 5 minutes of this particular neighborhood. You're also close to the new downtown Lenexa, which is the city center. You're close to I-35, 435, and US 69, so it's easy access to downtown and other parts of the Kansas City area. And it's a mature neighborhood. So in the summer, you've got nice trees for a lot of shade, so it keeps the neighborhood cool. Now behind me, the house that's behind me is listed for $429,000. It has 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3,300 square feet, which equates to $130 a foot. And this house was built back in 1973. This neighborhood's proximity to all the different amenities that you look for, this neighborhood has. It's also close to a number of parks. It's close to the Shawnee Mission Park, which is Johnson County's largest park. And you're also within minutes away from Lenexa's largest city park, which is the Sar-Ko-Par Trails Park. So with that being said, let's go check out Lenexa's largest park. We're standing on the pedestrian parkway that crosses over the lake here at the Sar-Ko-Par Trails City Park. This is Lenexa's largest city park. It has an incredible array of amenities, and it is the most visited park of all the 30 parks that make up the city of Lenexa. Sar-Ko-Par Trails Park runs parallel to 87th Street and spans over 50 acres. This park serves as a central hub for community activities, recreation, and cultural events, offering a diverse array of amenities catering to visitors of all ages. Some of the key features include the Legler Barn Museum. Now, this is a historic museum that details the history and heritage of Lenexa, Kansas, and this venue is the focal point of the park. Rose's Pond is a picturesque 3-acre lake suitable for fishing and walking. There is a paved path with a pedestrian bridge circling the pond, and there's also 1.9 miles of paved trails that meander throughout the park. Sporting facilities include 4 lighted tennis courts / pickleball courts, 2 sand volleyball courts, a 9-hole disc golf course, a basketball court and practice fields, and you're also going to find a skateboard venue. The park features multiple playgrounds. There are 5 reservable picnic shelters, including the Grand Pavilion with a seating capacity of 216 that overlooks Rose Pond. An outdoor aquatic center and community garden are also available. And during the months of May, June, and September, there are free live music performances on select Sundays. Then we have in the winter the Sar-Ko-Aglow. Now, this is an annual holiday event that transforms the park into a festive wonderland with holiday lights, decorations, and it creates a magical atmosphere for visitors during the winter season. And it truly is impressive, and it is highly attended, not just by the residents of Lenexa, but it draws from quite an area. And then you also have what they call the soundscapes in the city. Now, this is in collaboration with the Lenexa Arts Council, and this series offers free outdoor concerts that feature artists from the Lyric Opera of Kansas City performing sections from opera and other musical theater. So you can see why this park is one of the most highly visited parks in the Lenexa Park system. So while I was giving you an overview of all the amenities that Sar-Ko-Par Trails Park has to offer, I walked to the other end of the lake. You can see there's a little island. I call it Serpent Island, and there's quite a few people on it, as always. So now that you've got a chance to see what Lenexa's #1 city park looks like, we're going to go to our final neighborhood, which is actually just a couple of blocks away from here. And this particular neighborhood is in the $500,000 range. So let's get in the car, take a look at that. So we are at our third and final neighborhood here, tour of Lenexa, Kansas. And now this neighborhood is a little more upscale than the other two neighborhoods we have visited so far. Prices in this neighborhood are in the 500s. Most of the homes in this neighborhood were built considerably later, in the 1990s. And one of the characteristics of this neighborhood, as you can see, again, well-maintained homes on nice-sized lots, mature trees, so it makes for a very inviting place to live. The house behind me, that house is listed for $529,000. It has 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3,452 square feet, which is $152 a square foot, and it was built in 1990. Now, like the other neighborhoods that we have seen so far, it is close to so many things. You are close to 2 parks, Shawnee Mission Park and the Lenexa City's largest park, which is the Sar-Ko-Par Trails Park we mentioned earlier. You have immediate access to the 87th Street corridor, which holds most of Lenexa's retail properties. In fact, you're close to 3 grocery stores. In addition to that, you are just minutes away from Lenexa's new downtown, which is City Center, which is Lenexa City Center. And so with that being said, let's go check out the new downtown for Lenexa, Kansas. We're standing in the heart of Lenexa City Center, which is Lenexa's new downtown. And there is a lot of things that are going on and a lot of things still to come. And when this particular downtown is complete, it is going to be very, very impressive. And it's one of the reasons that people are being attracted to Lenexa, Kansas, because this particular downtown is very community focused. So let's talk a little bit about that and give you a better feel for why people are coming to Lenexa, Kansas. Lenexa City Center is a master plan mixed-use development that serves as the new downtown hub for the city of Lenexa. It reflects Lenexa's commitment to creating a community-focused space combining residential, commercial, cultural, and recreational amenities. So here's more of an in-depth look at really what City Center is all about. Now, it was envisioned in the early 2000s, and the idea was to provide a central gathering place and a focal point for the city's growth. Construction began in earnest in the 2010s, and today there are still buildings and other developments that are taking place. It is situated between 87th Street Parkway and Renner Boulevard, and it's conveniently located near I-435 and I-35. The area features walkable streets, green spaces, and a nice mixture of architectural styles with a focus on community interaction with a blend of live, work, and play opportunities. Here you're going to find the Lenexa City Hall, the Lenexa Public Market, which is a space that is filled with various food vendors, artisanal goods, and local events. You've got the Lenexa Rec Center, which is a state-of-the-art recreational facility that offers fitness programs, an indoor aquatic center, and activity spaces. Residential options include apartments, townhomes, and senior living facilities, and the developments are designed to promote walkability with residential spaces integrated into the broader commercial and cultural areas. Now, Lenexa City Center is home to retail shops, restaurants, office space, as well as residential units. The city includes parks, trails, and open spaces designed for outdoor activity as well as relaxation, and the city hosts a variety of community events, including the farmers market, food festival, holiday celebrations, as well as outdoor concerts. So now you can see why people are so attracted to Lenexa, Kansas. This is truly an up-and-coming city. I know Niche.com says it's the 6th best city in the state of Kansas, but I disagree with that. I think it's one of the top 4 suburbs in Johnson County, Kansas. So this brings an end to our tour of Lenexa, Kansas. I hope you found it both informative and beneficial. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave them below, but please be nice. And one thing I do want to mention, there are 2 terrific barbecue restaurants here in Lenexa, Kansas. Zarda Barbecue and Jack Stack Barbecue. Both are excellent. excellent. So it really depends on what you're looking for. If you want burnt ends, then I'm going to suggest you go to Jack's Deck Barbecue. On the other hand, if you want ribs, then you need to seek out Zarda Barbecue. So with that being said, I want to thank you very much for your time for watching this video. We'd love nothing more than to show you around Lenexa, Kansas when you come. And that being said, wish you all the best.